Hey, it's Dwayne,
And Gerrick.
and this is episode 3 of Trading for Kids, teaching kids about money with Enfurio. Now, if you don't know, Enfurio teaches adults a powerful risk management strategy called the Power of One on how to build their retirement accounts.
And the power of one is God's power.
Exactly. And we also teach kids now about money and how to manage risk with the power of one strategy, teaching biblical principles. And we do that through the market. Pretty awesome, through the market. Now, if you're new here, I want you to do me a favor. Smash that like button and hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our channel so you can get all of our videos as they come out each week. So we're going to do some trading. We're going to have a little fun. We're going to teach kids how to trade. You guys are going to get to follow our moves. Guess what? We made a move this week in the market. If you're in our Facebook group, you would have gotten that move when we made it. So if you haven't joined our Facebook group, be sure you do, because you can stay up on all our latest moves during the week. If we buy or sell something, or we set something to buy in the morning, because obviously the kids are at school during the week. Now, one thing I want to let you guys know, if you're parents out there, this is a great discipline to teach your kids. We're going to teach them biblical principles. We're going to teach them how to be disciplined. We're going to teach them how to try to make the right decisions in life and manage their risk, not just in the market, but in life. And what we did with Gerrick is I set him up with $100 in his CashApp account that he trades with. Now, every week, if he does his chores, guess what? He gets $10 added to his trading account. Doesn't sound like much, but just wait when you see how your child excels. I think you're going to be blown away with this power of one risk management strategy and how it really performs over time, while your child gets a valuable skill set that can literally take decades, give them back decades of their life. So instead of having to work 30 or 40 years only to have like 15 years at the end to try to enjoy it with people who are too busy working 30 to 40 years of their own life, they're able to maybe work 10 years or 12 years or 15 or whatever it may be, and be able to build up the retirement account to allow them that freedom to spend more time with their family. So what do you say? Let's get into it. You ready to trade?
Yeah.
Give me a high five. We're spinning around too. Go ahead and end the screen share. Okay. We're going to share Gerrick's screen. I'm going to do a lot of teaching today, so I'm going to go back and forth between my screen and his screen. It's going to be a good session. We're going to take a look at how our trades are performing and what move we made this past week. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share Gerrick's screen.
Let's go to stocks.
Let's go to CashApp.
And
okay.
Then we're going to scroll down.
And we're going to go to stocks. Guys, if you come into CashApp, you're going to see this.
You're going
to see this screen right here is what you're going to see. You're going to hit the money.
And then you see all these names up on top of these things. And if you see stocks, push on that.
You push the stocks. Yeah. Correct. So let's take a look at how we're doing. We did buy some more. We're going to talk about that.
Of view power. We bought some more view power because it was going down a lot. And it's one of our best stocks we have.
Absolutely. So we're going to show them all those good things. But let's take a look. We have, how much do we have invested in the market? We have right now, we have $63.
Yeah.
$63. We're down $8.45.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's okay, because when you set up a trade and you first come into it, it's usually not going to go in your favor. But just like life, whenever you do something in life, a lot of times it doesn't go in your favor right away. But if you learn how to manage your risk, you can win in the end. So let's go take a look at U-Power. How about that? U-Power this week, guys, we bought more U-Power.
And it's at $19.48.
And we have $27 in U-Power, okay?
And it's minus $7.52.
Correct. Now I want to make an important point. What we did was we used 9% of our starting balance. So since we started with $100, 9% is $9, right?
Yeah, and we got $27 because we got 3 nines, and 9 times 3 equals 27.
Correct. We bought this stock 3 times so far. We're managing our risk. We're setting it up so that we can win when it goes up. So we're managing our risk. And if we look here, we bought this just yesterday. Actually, yesterday morning, we bought this. Yeah. You can see right here, we bought U-Power, and we bought it yesterday.
It says yesterday too.
We bought it at $4.28 yesterday. $4.28. And if we take a look at U-Power right now, let's take a look at U-Power. We're going to go to the chart. It was down about 1% yesterday, so we got it at a pretty good price. You know, we bought it yesterday, went down a little bit, and it looks like it's getting ready to go back up. Okay. So let's look to see where U-Power could go. How about that? What I'm going to do real quick, Gerrick, is I'm going to actually share my screen. And I'm going to teach you guys something that I call the general consensus wave. That's my term for it, okay? I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And we're going to look at U-Power. U-Car is U-Power's ticker symbol. So we're going to look at U-Power, okay, U-Car right here. We're going to launch the chart. Now, this is a newer stock that just recently came out. And a lot of times when a stock comes out on the market, they're going to go down quite a bit. A lot of times they'll go down around four times less than their opening price, believe it or not. So we started scaling into U-Power when it was around $10. And we've just bought more since then. Right now it's at $4.18. We just bought more at what, $4.28?
Yep.
But I'm going to reduce this down to a 30-minute chart. And I'm going to teach something what I call the general consensus wave today. Now, if we looked, our second amount that we bought was when it was down here in this territory in here. And it went up, obviously. We saw this last week coming down. We thought maybe it would hit off of this peak and bounce up. But we also said, hey, if this is going to come down, this could come down right in here, you know, which is exactly what it's done. It's came down right in this area. And what I call the general consensus wave, it's the wave that all trades follow. It's the sine wave is kind of like God's blueprint on the universe, believe it or not. Everything operates off of a sine wave. It starts at 0 and it ends at 0. Brain wave, a heart wave, everything, you know, has a beginning and also it kind of has an end in this earthly world that we know. So what they do is on different time frames. Now, since this is so new, the only place we can see this general consensus wave is on this 30-minute chart. But what you get is you get a drive up, you get a drive down, you get a second drive up, and then the second drive down has to be lower than the first drive. And you can see where it was lower than the first drive. Now, a lot of times from there, you'll go up a little bit and then boom, you'll come down one more time before going on to make, one drive up, one drive down, two drive up, two drive down to make this third drive up, okay? So this looks really pretty on the general consensus wave on the 30-minute chart. So what we're going to do with U-Power is obviously we have, let's go back to Gerrick's screen. see your screen.
I just found this one. Look, on 2021, it was about right here.
Yep. Let me share your screen. So we're going to share screen. So UPower right now, we have in UPower, we have $27, and we're just going to leave this alone for right now. It would have to come down quite a bit more for us to do another buy on it.
And this is our best stuff.
But it does look like it's going to start coming back up pretty quick. And we should definitely see a nice profit off of this, if, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and look at what's the next one now.
Restaurant Brands International, and it owns Burger King.
It owns Burger King, right? You chose that stock, and you know what? How much did we put in that stock?
$9.
And it's at what?
9.26.
We're actually up on this stock. We're actually up on Restaurant Brands International, who owns Burger King. So go ahead and click on it.
We're gonna buy it.
If we look here, we're going to look and see we have $9. We're up 26 cents. We're up actually 2.89% on this stock.
And this is actually real good.
But we're looking for it to go up around 10%. Our goal is to make around 10%, since obviously we're trading weekly with the kids being in school on the days that the market's open. So we're looking to make around 10% before we close this trade. And if we look at this trade, we have it set. We have a buy set at $55.50. If the price hits $55.50, we have it set to buy more. And if you don't know how to buy, if you don't know how to set an order in CashApp, it's really easy. If you go watch our very first episode, you'll see exactly how to do it. It's incredibly easy to do. So we set it to go ahead, buy more. We set it to buy more at $55.50. And the reason is, see this little peak right here? This peak right here is where we're looking to possibly buy some more.
And it's at $55.48.
But we're only looking to buy more if it doesn't go into profit first. This looks like it's going to go into profit for us. So for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and move this buy level up. I'm actually going to keep that buy level there, but I'm going to go ahead and enter another buy level. You can see we have $11 that's free down here. And normally I wouldn't enter another buy level, but Gerrick is getting another $10 added to his account. So he has that margin to be able to put that extra buy order in. So let me go ahead. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to look and see where we want to put this buy order. Go ahead and stop sharing. All right. We're going to look and see where we want to put this buy order.
Audio.
I got it. Nope. Okay. So if we look and see where we want to put this buy order, I'm going to type in Restaurant Brands International, which is QSR is their ticker symbol. We're going to go look at the chart. We're going to look at that general consensus wave. Oh, take your screen share off. You don't have to share your screen. Okay, so we're going to look at this general consensus wave. And if you look at the general consensus wave, the first thing we're going to do is look at this on a day chart, a one-day chart. That's a little bit longer time frame chart. And since this one's been out a while, this has a lot more data. But if we look, we can see that it had a drive up here, a drive down, a second drive up. And look at this, the second drive down came all the way down. Not only did it clear this correction, but if you look right here, you have a drive up, a drive down, and then you have this second drive up. It cleared this entire correction, and then it bounced up really quickly, quickly.
It went like It's going up. It's going up, down,
And
up, down.
this is a good, this is a good sign right here. This is a good sign that this is going to go up a lot further. I mean, it's came back and it's hit all these corrections.
And it looks down a lot.
So if we look at the general consensus wave right now that this could be playing, we could say this is a drive up, this is a drive down, and this is the second drive up, and you would need to come lower than this point. However, it's making some traction. It doesn't look like it's going to come lower than this point anytime soon. It's already came back and hit this red candlestick here. It's already done that. So if we look at where the next general consensus wave is, we look right here. It has a drive up, it has a drive down, and a second drive up. Nope, that's not it. It's right here. You have a drive up, a drive down, and now you have this drive up. If this wants to come back on the general consensus wave, we could see this come lower than this point right here, around 60 bucks. And if we look at that point that we saw right in here is around $55.50. So that's why we have it set to buy more there. However, since this has cleared this peak right here, see how it's cleared this peak, and it's cleared this peak, there's a good chance that this will bounce off of these two peaks right here, and it'll create what's called support and then break out. So if we're looking to buy more of this right now, let's reduce this down to a 30-minute time frame, and let's look at the 30-minute chart. And if we look at the 30-minute chart, we can see that right down here is a peak, right down here and right down in this area. In fact, you can see this gap right here. This is a really good area to buy down in.
And
okay?
you can see that gap. There's nothing there.
Right in this area is a good place to possibly buy more if we can pick some more up. And then if it goes up from this point, we make more money. So what I think we should do is, looking at this chart, Gerrick, I think we should go ahead and put a buy right here around $64. What do you say? $64 sound pretty good? Actually, let's make it just a little bit
Lower.
Let's make it a little bit higher or lower. Let's go like 64.01 or 64.02, because everybody puts their orders on an even number. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share Gerrick's screen again.
Share.
And we're going to set this to buy another $9. We're going to set an order in there to buy another $9 if the price goes down to $64. So you want to go ahead and do that? Show them. This is, and by the way, this is how you submit you put an order in there for it to buy. You can also put an order in there for it to sell. Go ahead and hit buy. I don't like to put orders for it to sell though, because I don't like to telegraph my moves. That's never a smart thing to do in business. But go ahead and hit the change order type. Custom purchase.
Yep.
And then you're going to drag that puppy down to $64. 64. 64.01 or 2. Okay. Somewhere in there.
I'll go 02.
Okay. Here, you click these arrows. Oh, 64.05 is fine. How about that?
Okay, that'll be
64.05.
It's super close to 201.
It is. Go ahead and hit set. And you're gonna set it to buy $9. Go ahead and hit the 3 dots. 9 and hit next.
Next. Then 90 days.
Go ahead and set it for the longest time frame. We can always cancel it later if we want. And boom. Yep.
You push, scroll down,
confirm. And
push down.
Here we go.
Push down.
Boom. Next. So we have this set to buy. If it hits $64, we're going to buy more. And if it hits $55.50, we're going to buy more down there. We can't get the trade guns out today because we didn't actually make the trade. We just set it to buy. Okay. So come back over here. Come back over here. Do you want to shoot it for the heck of it? You want to shoot the trade gun? Because we did. We made a trade. Why don't we do that? Let me turn on our camera. We got to tell you, we got to get the trade guns out. Because guess what, Gerrick? What did we do?
Yeah,
We just made a trade. All right. Let's keep rolling along, and let's share our screen again and how it's going.
Next stock is Ford Motor.
Is it Ford? Are we there? Our next stock is
Ford Motor.
Ford Motor Company. Why don't you go ahead and hit Ford? How much do we have in Ford, first of all? And it's worth how much?
$9.07.
$9.07. So we're up on Ford.
And it's really looks good. We can go ahead and buy that one because it was like the restaurant brands too.
Okay, well, let's look at Ford. Okay, you could see we have $9 in there. We're up 7 cents.
Yeah.
We're up 0.78% on Ford. And again, we're looking to get at least what, 10%, right? We want to make at least 10%, maybe more if we get lucky.
And we can go ahead and buy that one because it's super close, like to the restaurant brand.
If we look at Ford, you can see that there's this little peak right down here. See this little peak that's popped up right down here? That's around $6. There's also a peak right in here that's around $9. So what we did was we set our next buy at $9. If it comes down before we close it out for profit, we're going to buy more at $9. And then we'll also probably set it to buy more at $6 if that scenario happens. But Ford's actually looking really good, like it could go up.
So we can go ahead and buy that one too.
It looks like it could go up. It's the same amount as we initially purchased with.
And we are super close to 9 actually.
So we see that it's going to buy another $9 if the price hits $9.
And if it's super close to 9.
It's not. It's a ways away. Look at this. See, it's at about $12 right now. It's quite a ways away from $9. It's way down there. But if $9 is all the way down, this is the all chart. This shows the whole life of the trade. It's down there a ways. It's probably not going to go down there, but it may. So if we look at this chart on Ford, Gerrick. You see how that looks like? See all the mountains kind of going down?
Yeah, going up and down.
It looks like a basketball dribbling, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like a basketball dribbling downhill.
Yeah.
When you see this happen in the market, especially on a long time frame chart, usually what happens is you'll hit a point and shoot way up. And it certainly looks like Ford could potentially go up quite a bit. And there's a lot of positive news about Ford out right now. Let's look at the headlines. This was just 3 days ago. It says Ford gets off to a good start in quarter1, but EV and cost reduction pressures will. Talks about the article.
U.S.
Senator seeks probe of Ford-Chinese partnership. Ford hits production snag. Well, that's probably not the greatest news. So it's kind of a mixture of news on Ford. But one thing happened with Ford. The reason it's really positive is this past week, Ford reported their earnings, and their earnings came back a lot better than expected. See, they were expecting to make 42 cents a share, but they made 63 cents a share. So their earnings were very positive. And when investors see that, they recognize a well-managed and well-ran company. And, investors like companies that make money, and Ford certainly makes money. So let's go back. Let's take a look at our next stock. What's our next stock?
Our next stock is Zoom Video Communications.
Let's click Zoom Video Communications.
It's $8.93.
We have $9 in this,
Yeah.
and we're down 7 cents right now. And Zoom looks really good. It's looking really good to go up, go back up. Could it come down further?
Yeah.
It's possible, but it's not looking like it. It's starting to make its move. If it goes down, if you see this valley right here, you see this whole valley, and then you see this valley over here, how we determine where the next price down is, because it's already pushed all the way down there, is we're going to take the difference between these two valleys. So this valley is at $72 around, and this valley is at around $65. Well, 72 minus 65 is $7. So if we take $7 off of 65, that puts us around $58. So we actually have this set up. We've already bought Zoom, but we have it set up that if the price comes down to $58, we're going to buy more Zoom. It's already automatically set to buy if that happens. And again, if we go in profit before that happens, we can just cancel out our buy order. No harm, no foul. So we're really just managing our risk and surfing the market to be able to make a profit. Let's look at our last trade.
And our last trade is Roblox.
Roblox. Why? Because you like playing Roblox, right? Go ahead and hit Roblox.
And it's, oh, no.
So if we look at Roblox here, turn my video on. We have $9 in Roblox. You can see that here. We're down $1.19. So we're down about a little over 13% on Roblox. And that's fine, because usually when you come in a trade, a lot of times it'll go against you at first.
And it might get better and better as soon as you keep on keeping that trade and waiting until it gets there.
Yes, exactly. As long as you hold it and be patient, right? You got to hold it and be patient, because things don't operate on your time. The market doesn't operate on your time. It operates on whose time?
Yours.
God's time. God's time. And God's time is always perfect, right? So if we look at Roblox, we bought this at a higher price. So if you're following along with us and you buy it now, you're going to get it at a better price than we got it at. But if we look at the charts, sit down. If we look at the charts, we're going to see that we have Roblox set to buy more right down here. Okay, right down here, right around $30. Why? Why around 30? Because you see that general consensus drive. You see this drive up to here, and then it comes down to here, and then you see the second drive up to over here. The second drive down is usually lower than this point, which is $34. And you can see it hit lower than this other point right here just this past week. Now, a lot of times they'll push up once from there, and then they'll push back down one more time. So if this does happen to come back down, we're looking to pick up more Roblox around $30. And you can see that here. You can see that Roblox, if the price hits $30, if the price hits $30,
we might buy some more.
We're going to buy another what?
Roblox.
We're going to buy another $9 worth. Why? Because that's what we purchased to begin with. We purchased $9 worth. Yeah. But if we purchased $30 worth to begin with, we would buy another $30 worth, right? So we're buying another $9 worth because that was our initial entry point, and that's what we started with in the trade. And so you guys can see our trades. We're looking good. We're really looking to set this up for a really nice profit here.
Yeah.
Really nice profit. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop sharing Gerrick's screen.
And
And so, guys, that's pretty much our episode for this week. You know, if you're following along with us, we're really looking to win on this puppy, aren't we? We're really looking to make a big win. We'll know more next week. So you got to tune in next week to see how our trades are doing. You want to join our Facebook group if you haven't yet. There is a link in the description. Also, one last thing. Please make sure that you do what? Smash the like button
And
subscribe to our channel, right? This is Dwayne
and Gerrick,
reminding you, manage the ride
and you'll master the tide.
and you'll master the tide. Manage the ride and you'll master the tide. You don't always know which direction life's going. But as long as you're able to manage that ride, you can win in the end. See you next week. Bye for now.